Hey, morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 138. Wednesday, have hump day. It's the 16th day of December. Um, Hopefully, get some mail today. I have a case of top loaders scheduled to arrive. I know they're at my local UPS depot. They arrived a couple days ago, so hopefully they get on that truck. I haven't checked tracking, but I am in desperate need of those. I ran out last night. They were scheduled to it was perfect. I work in logistics. It was perfect just in time shipping. Because all the way up until yesterday, they were scheduled to arrive. They arrived at my local depot Monday night. I ran out Tuesday afternoon of the top loaders, so it would have been the perfect just in time shipment had they arrived. But obviously with the backups, I totally understand. But hopefully they do arrive today. So for the last week or so, I have been teasing the story about the Topps Archives Cubs collaboration. And Brian sent me the cards. So I have those. Shoot, I did not bring those in here. So anyway, Brian reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said, "Hey, I have a season ticket holder set. They're stamped with season ticket holder from the 2013 collaboration with Topps." And so in 2013, the Cubs gave away. It was a stadium giveaway and a season ticket holder giveaway. And what it was a special Topps Archives set dedicated to the Cubs, and it was only available at game day during stadium giveaways and for season ticket holders. And for the game day giveaways, they gave them out in, I think, four different sets of 21 cards. Does that make sense? No. Yeah, four sets of 21, I think. 83 card set, so the math doesn't add up. So I think one of those games was a 20 card set, or maybe they were 22 card sets and 20. But anyway, there were 4 game day giveaways, and they were in cellophane packages of 20-ish cards per game day giveaway. I'd actually collected these. I was only collecting set 4 because in set 4, there was in the design of 1982 Topps, the year I was born, Cubs future stars, Javi Baez, Jorge Soler, Albert Almora. And it was, at the time, I was a huge Javi Baez fan going back to 2012 when he was on the Peoria Chiefs the summer I worked there. So I was collecting Javi Baez cards back in 2012, 2013. So I was buying the sets, and all of a sudden that single card started selling for $40, $50 on its own. I had been buying the sets, the set 4 for like $20 shipped. So I ended up selling them all. This was long before my Cubs project began, 4 years before. I actually hadn't even moved here to Wisconsin yet. So I was selling, I sold all my Javi Baez, but I kept all the other cards. But I have 4 or 5 of the cards from set 4 outside of the Javi Baez. And I never did get the other cards. So Brian reached out and he said, "Hey, I have the season ticket holder collection. I can send it your way, and I've got some other stuff." Awesome. What do you want? Loves the project. Thanks so much. So they arrived. So it was the complete 83 card set. Loved going through it. So I was going through, and I mean, there's about, I think, 4 or 5 different Ernie Banks cards on different Topps designs, like the 84 design, the 58 design. So a bunch of, there's Bobby Mercer 70 or 90 on a 96 Topps design, which is completely underrated in my opinion. There's players like Steve Traxel and Scott Sanderson. So John Lieber. So there's some fan favorite Cubs along with your Banks, Sandbergs, Grace, Santo, Sosa, and those guys. So I'm going through, love the set, reached out, hey, thanks so much. I love this set, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it was fun creating it. So Brian works for the Cubs. He's the director of ticket services. So he dropped that bombshell on me. So he sent me a link, and it was his idea for this set. How cool. He was essentially the creator of this set. So, and he got the idea. He was in Target in the summer of 2012, which is the same time I started dipping my toes back into the hobby. And it tops that really drew me in between Topps Archives and Allen and Ginter during the summer of 2012. That's what kind of brought me back, and I was slowly getting back into the hobby. And then by 2014, it really took off. So I thought that was super cool. He sent me a link, Sports Collectors Daily. I have that link. I have the blog post up, 1millioncubs.com. So the link to Sports Collectors Daily goes deeper into how it was created, the idea that Brian came up with, and how he, flew out to New York and met with Topps and presented the idea, and how it all came to fruition. Really cool story. So happy to look through those cards, and brings back memories of 2013 of picking up those set number 4s, and a great addition to my collection. And he also added some. I do have one of these. He sent 2 packs of these. I'm keeping one sealed, and then I opened one to go through 8 card sets, Summer Camp Day. It's got Kris Bryant, Steve Cishek. What I like about this is you've got Kris Bryant, you've got Wilson Contreras, Ben Zobrist, but then you've got Steve Cishek, Justin Wilson, Brandon Morrow. So it's kind of a balance of, relief pitchers that don't really get many baseball cards, along with the superstars that, are the reason people want these cards. So that was awesome. So thank you very much to Brian. That story is up now, finally published at 1millioncubs.com. I also, last night, I was trying to sign in to my blog, and I had put in the wrong email address. And I have blogged about baseball cards off and on for 15 years. And I still have some. And actually, when I search different terms, some of my old blogs actually pop up on the first page of Google searches. And some of them I probably published less than 10 articles. And, I wish my current website could get first page on some of these terms. So it's kind of fun to go back and see some of these old blogs. And one of them that I completely forgot I had created, I called the blog Card Bode. Kind of dumb play on my name, Card Bode. And this was written in 2016, I think. And that's when I was heavily into Blowout Black Friday. So I think I'm gonna resurrect a couple of those posts and put them into one, just a throwback, since it is timely, from Christmas holiday sales in 2016, and what kind of deals I got. And it's sad to look back, because I bought some 2013 Elite Extra Edition boxes. They were on sale for $30 a box, which is a heck of a deal. And I did pull, in my last box, I pulled a Kris Bryant auto numbered to like 364. And I sold it, because this was a year before my project began. I was more it was more of a business, more so than what it is now. Like, I didn't collect really anything at that time. I just loved buying collections and selling. So it was more of a business, where now I have my eBay store business, but I also hoard the Cubs. So it's a nice mix of hobby and business. So I'm going to resurrect a couple of those posts and flash those on 1 Million Cubs as well. And speaking of the eBay store, the link is 99centcards.com. You can find the link top of the page, 1millioncubs.com. I put up a bunch of auctions last night. for some of the NBA Hoops premium stock pulsars. Last night's auctions that began are some of the rookies. So those began last night, 7-day auctions. Tonight, I have some auctions ending for some 1967 top singles, and some of them are in really good condition. I would say excellent condition. So those end tonight, actually. 67 Topps baseball singles. And I think about 200 auctions ending this week, 150 maybe. So check that out, my eBay store, 99centcards.com, and the link is at 1millioncubs.com. So that's it for today. I know Lee messaged me, said that his package was delivered. I have not checked the mail. I just completely stayed away from the post office yesterday. I haven't picked up the mail since Saturday, so I will make a run to the post office at some point today. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to my P.O. box. When I went in Monday, I didn't even attempt to open the P.O. box. It was just a horde of people I wanted to get in and out as quickly as possible. So I will attempt to grab my mail out of the P.O. box later today. So that's it. Zach, what's happening? Good morning to you. And that'll wrap things up for today. Back tomorrow. Have a wonderful Wednesday.